World Malaria Day is observed annually on 25th April to reach awareness about malaria and the global efforts to control and alternately eradicate the disease. According to the World Health Organization, there were 263 million malaria cases and 5,97,000 malaria deaths in 83 countries across the globe in 2023. The day serves as a reminder of the fight against malaria, highlighting the progress made and the challenges that remain. The day was established in 2007 by the WHO during the 60th session of the World Health Assembly. This day comes from Africa Malaria Day, which had been observed since 2001 as part of a campaign to control malaria in African nations. Theme 2025. The theme for World Malaria Day 2025 is Malaria Ends with Us. Reinvest, Reimagine, Reignite. This theme underscores the urgent need for renewed commitment, sustained investment, and innovative strategies in the fight against malaria. It aims to re-energize efforts at all levels from global policy to community action to accelerate progress towards malaria elimination. Why this theme? The theme was chosen to reflect a critical moment in the global fight against malaria. Here is why this theme is especially relevant. Reinvest. Despite major progress over the past 2 decades, funding for malaria programs has plateaued or declined in some areas. Reinvesting means increasing financial support for malaria control and elimination efforts. Ensuring resources reach the most vulnerable communities. Supporting research into new tools like vaccines, diagnostics, and insecticides. Reimagine. New challenges like drug resistance, climate change, and health system disruptions, for example due to COVID-19, demand fresh thinking. Reimagining strategies to make them more adaptable and resilient. Innovating with new technologies and approaches of vector control and treatment. Promoting equity and community-centered solutions. Reignite. Global momentum has slowed. This theme calls on all stakeholders to reignite commitment, re-energizing political will, community engagement, and global partnerships. Mobilizing youth, civil society, and grassroots advocates. Highlighting that every individual can be part of the solution. Ultimately, the message is empowerment and action. Malaria is preventable and treatable, and we all have a role to play in ending it for good. The theme is a rallying cry to turn words into action and ensure that no one dies from a mosquito bite. Significance of the theme. The significance of the World Malaria Day 2025 theme lies in its powerful call to action and reflection on the current state of malaria control efforts. Here is what makes this theme so meaningful. Puts responsibility in our hands. The phrase "Malaria Ends with Us" emphasizes personal and collective responsibility. It reminds individuals, communities, governments, and organizations that every action counts in the journey to eliminate malaria. Address urgency and stagnation. Progress against malaria has slowed in recent years, with some countries even experiencing a resurgence. This theme urges the global community to refocus attention on malaria, which will claim over 6 lakh lives annually, mostly children under 5 in sub-Saharan Africa. Promotes renewed investment. Financial investment in malaria control is critical and currently insufficient. Reinvest highlights the need for increased funding from governments, donors, and the private sector to scale up interventions, support innovations, and ensure universal access to prevention and treatment. Inspires innovation. Reimagine signifies the importance of thinking beyond traditional methods, embracing new tools, for example, malaria vaccines like RTS, adapting to changing environments, for example, climate-driven mosquito patterns, utilizing data and technology for smarter responses. Calls for renewed passion. Reignite is about restoring sense of urgency, hope, and energy that initially drove massive progress. It's a reminder to keep malaria elimination high on the global health agenda, even amid competing priorities. Aligns with global health goals. The theme supports broader global commitments such as Sustainable Development Goal 3, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all. WHO's Global Technical Strategy for Malaria 2016 to 2030 with goals to reduce malaria case incidence and mortality by 90% by 2030. In short, this theme is not just a slogan. It's a strategic framework to revitalize the fight against one of the world's oldest and deadliest diseases. How can we contribute? Contributing to the fight against malaria doesn't require being a scientist or a healthcare worker. Everyone can play a role, whether individually, in communities, or through organizations. Here is how we can contribute. Educate yourself and others. Spread awareness about how malaria spreads, who is most at risk, and how it can be prevented. Share information through social media, schools, or community groups, especially around World Malaria Day. Support malaria prevention programs. Donate to reputable organizations working on malaria elimination, for example, Malaria No More, Nothing But Nets, or the Global Fund. Even small donation can help provide insecticide-treated bed nets, rapid diagnostic tests, or medication to communities in need. Advocate for action. Encourage your government or local representatives to invest in malaria control programs. Support policies that promote access to healthcare, clean environments, and vector control strategies. Volunteer or partner locally. If you are in or near malaria endemic regions, you can help distribute nets or educational materials and work with local health initiatives or NGOs on the ground. Help organize cleanup drives to eliminate mosquito breeding grounds like stagnant water. Practice and promote prevention. In malaria-prone areas, sleep under insecticide-treated nets. Use mosquito repellents and wear protective clothing. Eliminate standing water around homes where mosquitoes breed. Support innovation. If you are in science research, public health, or technology, look for ways to improve diagnostics, treatments, and vaccines. Innovate in data collection, health education, and mosquito control methods. Engage youth and schools. Start or join school or campus campaigns focused on malaria education. Use art, music, or storytelling to raise awareness among younger audiences. Every action helps, whether it's donating, educating, or advocating. Your voice and efforts can help end malaria in our lifetime. The theme, Malaria Ends with Us, reminds us it is a shared mission.